Hello and welcome back to my channel. So if you saw the short video that I posted, I know for sure it's on TikTok. I don't know if it's on shorts or on reels, but I broke my first Neopixel blade. This is my Saber Theory Tuka saber. I was spinning it in that parking garage that people have commented saying that it looks really cool. Can't really see it, at least from this angle. So on the blade, there's this crack that goes from the tip all the way to here, and then the tip is actually spaced out from the actual main part of the tube that actually covers the LEDs. It won't go in anymore, and so I looked on the market to find a replacement Neopixel blade. Now I could have bought a standard LGT Neopixel blade, which is basically that one. However, I've been wanting a blade that is better, at least brighter, without having to pay over $300 for a Neopixel blade. I could go to Civilized Sabers, and if you don't know Civilized Sabers, they make the brightest Neopixel blades, as in they put 3, 4, 5 Neopixel blade strips in a blade, which is insane. That is a lot of LEDs and it's pulling a lot of power, and it is very bright. The issue is I don't want to pay that price. And so the second option that I went for is getting a Neopixel blade. Now what I have in front of me and still in the box is the Neopixel blade. You can get it from a variety of places such as the Saber Armory, but they were out of stock. Luckily for me, I know a place that sells it called the Custom Saber Shop. And if you don't know them, they're amazing. I have bought batteries from them. The Custom Saber Shop also sells pixel blades. Now you can buy the normal Neopixel blades, or you can buy Neopixel blades, which is where I got this from. I'm super excited to open it. I've been talking for a long time, so let's just open up this box. All right, here is the Neopixel blade. It is wrapped in this plastic to protect it from any damages and scratches. So it's actually covered in 2 layers of plastic. The second one's more of a cover sheet type of thing. Here is actually the Neopixel blade with a nice little cap and a nice little detail that literally says the Custom Saber Shop right here. That is actually really cool. I've never seen a Neopixel cap with a logo on it. Right here is the Neopixel sensor. This honestly looks like an LGT. If I didn't know better, this looks like an LGT, but it does look a bit different because it has a more clear, transparent part right here than the normal LGT blades. Just for comparison, because this blade goes into this saber over here, which we're going to use later. This is a TXQ blade. It just has a blue ring on it. This one has a black ring. Kinda neat. This is a dual strip Neopixel blade. Now the Neopixel blades are supposedly brighter than the normal LGT or TXQ Neopixel blades. I'm not too sure on this, but I've heard that the LEDs are more closer together. So there's more LEDs in the blade compared to the LGT or TXQ blades. With the Neopixel blades, the LEDs are a lot closer, meaning you can fit way more LEDs inside, and I believe those LEDs are just brighter. I'm hoping there's going to be a visual difference because I haven't seen it in person. Now before I put on the Neopixel blade onto this lightsaber, we're going to actually use the Art Saber Simplex V3, which uses an LGT blade. So this is our comparison for the standard Neopixel blades. So we're also going to use this and compare it with the Neopixel just to show you guys better how different does it look. Now both of these sabers both have the generic red, blue, green, yellows, orange. They're all set to the same numeric values, so they should be using them at the correct color value so you can get the right colors. I just finished clearing the table of the trash. I also set both sabers to green, so they both will have a green font that will show up. I also did check the LED count to make sure everything lit up. Now because this blade has more LEDs inside, this isn't coded correctly to light up the entire blade, so I'll show you that soon. But basically, since there's more LEDs inside, you need to increase the number of LEDs on your board when you're coding it to a higher value to account for the extra LEDs because it doesn't light up the tip. This is the standard Neopixel blade when it's green. So this is what the green looks like. I'll also adjust the ISO values too so you guys can see what it looks like in person. But this is the green. And then we have the Neopixel green. And this is what the green looks like on the Neopixel. Here's both of them next to each other. And as you can tell, this one looks very green. And this one looks more like a bluish green, at least with these settings. But you can tell there's a difference in the colors. It's actually a pretty decent difference. This looks way more green than this. This looks more like a bluish green. Let me adjust the ISO value. So it's gonna look very dark because I actually also adjusted the shutter speed in ISO. But if you didn't know, Neopixel blades look like this in person. They're not like super bright. So I'm kind of breaking the movie magic behind the lightsabers of Neopixels. But in person, if you don't know, the lightsabers look like this. And there's actually a decent difference. You can kind of see it from like this angle where like the greens are a bit different. I can tell that the Neopixel blade, which you can also see that it didn't light up all the way, is honestly brighter. And I feel like the colors are more accurate. I'm not gonna adjust the ISO and shutter speed values for all of them. We're gonna do some more colors to show you what that looks like. Okay, now both sabers are set to blue. First is the standard Neopixel blade blue. This is the blue, so I'm gonna set it right here. And then this is the blue of the Neopixel. And it is very blue. They look very similar. They're not too different. I feel like the blues are pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit brighter on the Neopixel. Let's go to a red. I have a feeling the reds are gonna be a bit different. Now that they're both on red, let's see the standard Neopixel blade. Here's the red for that. And then here's the red for the Neopixel. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, they're both pretty similar. The Neopixel might be a bit brighter, because I feel like the red is glowing more from the Neopixel, like around the saber and like on the table more than like the LGT one. But I will say the diffusion for the blade is a lot better on the Neopixel. The shadowing, I will say, is still there. However, it is a lot harder to see, which means that the LEDs are more diffused throughout the blade, so you're not getting too much of a shadowing effect. But it is a lot better, I will say, in person. You just have to trust me on that. I know just because it's a new blade that I might be saying this just to make myself feel better and cope, but I promise you it's not. It's actually just better. In person also, the reds just look the same. There's not a huge difference like the greens, because I was surprised that the greens looked different. Now we're gonna do two more colors. Now since I know that the red and blues pretty much look the same, but the greens are different, that means any color with a combination of green in it in some way is gonna look different. So what I'm gonna do is do yellow and then white as well, just because those are all the colors together, and see what that looks like, because I'm pretty sure the yellow should look different. If the greens look different, then the yellows are gonna look different. So here is the yellow from a standard Neopixel blade, and it's this kind of yellow. Here is the Neopixel yellow, and this looks more yellow orange. This honestly looks very similar to like what Rey's lightsaber color looked like. So like her yellow, as I suspected, they look different due to the greens being different. It's actually a pretty decent difference. And then of course the Neopixel is just a little bit brighter. Now these are both set to white, so let's just do the normal Neopixel blade. So this is the white, so it kind of has like a bluish tint or like color to it. So it's not like a super white, but the shadowing for sure is a lot more prominent on this blade, like I mentioned. And then here is the Neopixel white, and it has a more red color to it, which is actually very interesting. Huh. I must say, honestly, I prefer the whites on the LGT blades. I will say this looks brighter, but it has like a red color. I think my lightsabers died. I didn't think it would die, but that is what the blades look like. The Neopixel blades are for $125. Like I mentioned, the greens are different and the whites are different, which is very interesting. I didn't think the whites would have a like red color to it, and then the greens looked very like foresty green. Overall, the blade was brighter. It's diffused way better. Should you buy it for that price? If you don't have a brighter like Neopixel blade, I'd for sure pick it up, just because it's not that big of a difference, but it is a difference, especially for those making videos. Since these blades are brighter, you can actually adjust your ISO values to a lower value so you can have a better looking shot. Because if you didn't know, with cameras, having a higher ISO value will actually make your shots more like grainy looking. having it lower would honestly benefit those that make videos, because since it's already brighter, you don't need your lightsaber blades to look super bright, because it's going to look really weird on the camera. So it actually is a benefit for video creators or those that just want a better quality Neopixel blade, or if you break one like I did, it's a good replacement. But yeah, I think that is going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you want to, and comment down below, do you own a Neopixel blade? If you don't, would you buy one? And if you have one, what do you think about it? Or if you have a civilized saber blade, can you give me one? But yeah, that is going to be all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.